Edgar, what was the game plan coming in, and what game plan were you able to execute tonight?
I mean, we thought he was going to stand right there with me, even though we practiced in a little gym of him moving. But you could tell that he was fighting scared. You know, every time I go and I reach in or I throw some, he's like pulling back, running the whole fight.
Some of what we talked about in the fighter meetings, what you had worked on was not only your conditioning, which showed through the 10 rounds, but not being heavy with your punches, not throwing every punch with power. Do you think you did that as this fight progressed, or were you just trying to get the knockout to kind of please the fans who came out to see something spectacular?
Yeah, I was just like looking for the big shot. You know, my corner was telling me to use a jab. My elbow was bothering me a little bit. But you know, I'm just happy we got the victory, and we're moving forward.
You had the biceps injury in that left elbow. In the left hand, that left elbow. When did it start to hurt? What did you feel, and how much did it hinder you tonight?
My elbow started hurting me like in the second round, but you know, no excuses. You know, we got the bicep torn. My last fight, came back within 4 months and got to it.
16 rounds in your first 16 fights, all first round knockouts. In the last 3 fights, you've gone 28 rounds. You've been through adversity. The first time you've been cut. What do you come away with in terms of being able to tough out a fight like tonight?
You know, tonight he was a scared fighter. You know, and it's hard to try to land and get your shots off when you find somebody that's scared, especially moving back. You know, when he fought Triple G, he brought it to Triple G. You know, but with me, he tried to use that running tactic. It didn't work.
Now, what do you need to improve on moving forward? What do you see yourself working on for the next camp and executing in the ring?
I already know everybody's gonna run now, you know. I looked at all his tapes, and he was a stagnant fighter. Don't move, stay right there. He fought one of the biggest punches in boxing and took it to him for 4 rounds. So, you know, now we just gotta practice on fighters running, because that's all they're gonna do.
What about in the corner? You had different voices in the corner. How is that working out for you in terms of hearing Kay Caroma, Andre Rozier, and your father?
It was all the same instructions, you know, just different voice. I've been like that for 13 weeks with them already, so I was used to it.
What about the cut? Talk to me about, it was an early elbow. How much did that hinder you? Was it the vision? Was it the fact that he hit you with the elbow? What bothered you most?
I started seeing blurry like in the 5th or 6th round. I don't know if it was because the blood was in my eye or what, but my left eye, I started seeing blurry a little bit.
What about the fans turning out to support you tonight? What did that feel like?
Oh, amazing. I want to thank everybody that came out tonight, all my Puerto Rican fans, everybody from Puerto Rico, Puerto Rico, te quiero mucho, all my hometown people out here in New York that came to visit, took flights, booked hotels, babysat, you know what I'm saying? They left their kids out with the babysitters home. I thank you guys, man, and I'm looking forward to doing it June 11th, Puerto Rican Day weekend.